Hello, Mr. May. Here is your 7549-7010. What is up with those hands? Almost looks like the loom was repaired or something. Your dial loom is nice. It's a little puffy from moisture exposure. That happens sometimes. I'll check to make sure that it's in good condition. Sometimes when the dial loom gets a little puffy like that, it can be weak. I can firm those up. I'll test it to make sure it's okay. We're obviously having trouble running. Ring rotates nicely. Darn it. D wheel is okay, good. It's not misaligned, it's just being slow. I'm looking at those hands. I don't know what they're going to look like when I need to get them apart. Well, you know what? There's nothing to it but to do it. Let's get this rolled. Got your bracelet off. These are coming off nicely. Dirty. Looks like somebody put a bunch of grease on these things. We've got some surface corrosion in here. Right in there. I don't believe it's anything super serious, but I will have to do some cleaning and neutralization. Yeah, definitely got some impacted rust here. It would have kept going to. Ooh, you got actually. See if you can actually see this. See that stuff? Yeah. So I have to remove this stuff by hand and then chemically treat it, because stainless steel will rust. It just needs the right circumstances, but once it starts, it can keep going unless you clean it out. So I'm gonna have to really work on cleaning this stuff out. I'll be hand cleaning all that crap. Got a little bit of brassing. It looks like actually your minute hand is bent. It looks like the tip of the minute hand is bent. Very, very, very slightly. I'll see if I can fix that. I bet you anything the loom in these hands had problems, and somebody tried to repair it over the back. I bet you got two different kinds of loom in there. I'm not sure how these are going to look. I mean, the metal should come out fine, but get a servicing mark in here, which I can't make out. Sorry for the bonking. Sabrina's breaking glass. Yeah, it's definitely had work before. Boy, that's dirty. Heavens. I can tell it's had work before because the coil has been replaced. You're like, how do you know the coil's been replaced? Well, the coil's been replaced because the coils for these 7549s are identical to the 7545s and 7546s, 7548s, except for the fact that it has an additional plastic coating around the, come here, around the coil to protect it from ambient humidity. Did you get off of there? Out. There we go. Oh, actually, I need that. Yeah, the tip of that minute hand is definitely bent. Oh, it doesn't look like it's been reloomed. Those both look like original loom. Well, I'll do what I can. There's your movement, and there's your dial. Your dial is undated. Metal looks a little hazy, but I've for sure seen worse. Dirty. Oil. God, lots of oil. Crazy. The screw shaft just broke off that screw. Well, I got the shaft out. That's good. You got a broken screw. I'll be needing to replace that. It came right off. It happens. God, look at the oil. Somebody must have just dumped oil in this thing. Look at all the oil. Okay, well, that's the front part of it. Whoops, I didn't want to do that. More oil. More oil. And a bent. These day wheel teeth are bent. I don't know that you can really see. Maybe they're just dirty. I'm not sure. They're marked up in a weird way. I'll look at those carefully. Wow, look at it. It's all glued together with oil. Old nasty grease. This one's a little stiff. I'm going to have to relieve the inside portion of this date driving wheel. It's these, after a while, sometimes they get tight. It's hard to kind of figure out why from working over all the years. Come on, there we go. Canopy. Ooh, dirty grease. Sorry, I'm putting everything in a pre-rinse. Because get off all that oil. Because it's important to get that stuff out. Because it will make things unhappy. There's that. There is, get off. There, thank you. Filthy, wow. Gotta get my lighter. Okay. Okay, if anybody's watching, remember, you gotta use heat. Gotta use heat on these things. I'm gonna use heat on this right now to heat up the crown so that the glue that Seiko used to glue the male crown post in place lightens up. Gotta use fire. There, see? If I tried to crank on that, it would have fought me and I could have maybe snapped that off. And it's super critical to not do that because these male crown posts are unique to the 7549s and they're very hard to find. Dirty, 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 dirty. Gosh, sticky, gross. Let's get this gasket out of here. God, looks like the gasket's disintegrating. Look at this. Look at this crap. The gasket's like gone. It's not in there. That's wild. Okay, into the bath you go. So I've got your case all clean. I just wanted to show you what this looked like after I did corrosion remediation. You can see it kind of etched up the surface, but all the corrosion that was there, or the rust, it's neutralized. You can see the pitting that it had inside here. So you don't, that's all cleaned up. That's all neutralized. It's been used a rust converter to get all that stuff out of there. Plus, you know, hand labor to clean it up. So that should stop now. No more rusting. Okay, well, your movement is back together, all cleaned up. We are on the fabulous Seiko QT99. Let's adjust the accuracy. Right now we're gaining just shy of a minute a day, and I think we can do better than that. So let's give it a whirl. Counterclockwise, turning one hair. Receipt. It's on gate 10, so it counts 10 beats and then averages and gives us our number. Okay, we're a little better. Let's take this one back. Try it again, reset. Yeah, we're getting better. About a third of a second a day. There's a hair turn, reset. Okay, let's keep dialing. I think I moved that. I don't believe that for a second. I didn't move it that much. Well, maybe. Hmm. That is 1/100th of a second per day. I'm going to try to dial it up. I like it to be on the positive, not the negative. I like it to be positive so that your watch is moving slightly ahead so that you're not late for anything. But boy, that's an awfully tight number. I'm going to regret this, I'm sure. I don't even know that I moved it. Oops. I tell you, man, I barely touched that. I mean, I barely moved it. Come on now. Okay. I'm getting there. Okay, I swear that moved just a little bit, but let's see. So we're getting there. About a tenth of a second a day gaining. Let's get it tighter. That's good. Because as the movement runs in, these quartz movements, don't ask me to explain this because I don't know why it is. As they run in and the lubrication slops around, they tend to they have a loss in terms of time, and they settle down and then sort of steady out from there. So I think 5/10 of a second gaining per day. I don't think I want to fool with that anymore. I'm going to want to look at this let this continue to run in overnight and then look at the numbers tomorrow. Yeah, that's good. You drop us into a real tight territory. I'm going to resist the urge. I'm not going to adjust it anymore right now. I'm just going to let it run in. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's see where we're at. Yep, that's what we do. let's assemble your watch. Okay, Mr. May. So here we are. All done. That's your original loom on the hands. Loom actually cleaned up really nicely. Pretty happy about that. You got a little bit of plating loss in the hands, but they are generally in nice shape. I was able to rebend the tip of that hand so it's flat again, which is nice. Sweep hand is hitting the markers as it should. All the corrosion is cleaned out. This turns smoothly but tightly, bidirectional with nice solid clicks as it's supposed to. So I had one broken screw, as you saw. Also, the rest washer for the battery strap. Yours was missing. They're an unobtainium part, so I had to make one. There it is, all sealed up, all new gaskets, new crystal. Oh, you also were missing the nylon gasket that goes between the crystal screw down ring and the crystal, so I had to put in one of those as well. So you got crystal, movement service, stem rest washer, replacing one screw, cleaning the hand Revital loom on the original loom on the hands. That really did come out nice, didn't it? Really, really, really happy about that. I don't know. And you saw the numbers. I'm pleased. It's all clean and happy and ready to come back to you. And that's about it. I will put it back on this bracelet for you, which I also cleaned. So you'll get it back just as it was, except clean and functional. That's it. Thank you so much.